Wanting is a natural high vibration. I'm Brian Withers, empowerment coach, trainer, and author. Well, I was asked by a viewer if I would do a video that would explain why wanting is a very natural thing, that you want to feel at ease to want things, that it's very natural, that it feels good to want things, and how that all fits into the creative process. And the reason that the person asked me to do that is because from their perspective, Buddhism, from their words, teaches to not want things and not have that desire for things, is what I understand, if I understand that correctly. Now, I don't know a lot about Buddhism, so I'm not saying anything about it, but I'm just saying if any of you have that kind of belief, or your understanding of whether it's Buddhism or anything else that tells you that you don't want things, then let's look at the creative process and let's see how it all fits together. But there is a lot of different things out there, a lot of different information, and it's not, some of it is not exactly in tune with the creative process. That explains to us very clearly why we came here and who we are and how it all works. And it's very, very easy to understand, and it's very easy to learn and to live it once you learn it. And it's very consistent and demonstrable, and it's just a very empowering knowledge of life that lets us live our life in the wonderful ways that we came for. So let's look at this idea of wanting the things that we want. So we know we're here on planet Earth, and let me use a couple of simple examples. So we have a job here on planet Earth, and we have a house on planet Earth. But let's say we want a different house. And so that means that's contrast, and our inner being knows that. I mean, we do like some things about our house, but we've got to the point where we'd like something different. We're not completely physically satisfied with the house, so we want something different. So that's what you call contrast, and that's the natural wanting. You don't have to try to want. It's just because you're in a situation where you would just like it to be different, more of something, less of something, whatever it is. It's a very, very natural thing that happens with us across the board in life. And that's a celebration instantly when we have those thoughts, because our inner being is aware, and it puts the thing that we want in vibrational reality just as we want it. So here we are with our house in physical reality that we don't physically want to have it anymore. We can still appreciate aspects of it, and also appreciate the fact that it caused us to have an experience that caused us to ask for more and have that contrast or inner being created. So here's that house in vibrational reality. And as we continue to appreciate the house that we have, and we're positively focused on it, emotionally we are 100% satisfied, but physically we're not. It's the emotional indicator that's important here, because that's the vibrational signal to the law of attraction. And we're also feeling really good because we're feeling the joy of that new house. We can talk about it in our imagination, and we can feel it emotionally. That's all high vibration to the law of attraction. We're liking ourselves. That's all nice high vibration stuff. We're understanding other people in our life. They're just our mirror, so we're not offside with anybody. We understand them like that. So you see, we're all high vibration. Everything is going on. We're high vibration. That's the vibration of the thing that we want. It's the vibration of the path of details. So the law of attraction is picking that up from us, and then it's connecting us with different details that cause us to start to receive. We're inviting that house. We're moving closer as we're feeling good in the ways that I mentioned, and then that house comes in. And the next thing you know, there you go. You've got your house in physical reality because of this cycle of joyous expansion of the creative process. You had the experience with the current house. You wanted more. That's the contrast. Your inner being knew it, set it up vibrational reality. You felt good in all the ways that I mentioned, and then you drew that into your life, and boom, there it is. And that's a very simple way that life works, and that we can have everything we want, and why we're the creator in association with our inner being and universal elements to have the life that we want. So the same thing would apply with a job. So you're in a job, you've liked it at one time, but now you want something different and you want it to be different. Now, it doesn't mean you're going to end up in a different place of employment. You could be in the same place. The idea is that from what you're experiencing currently in your job, you just want it to be more and different in some way. And so your inner being realizes that. Again, there's the natural contrast. Nothing's gone wrong. You don't have to be disappointed or anything because you're in a job you don't like, because you know that as soon as you don't like it, that is the contrast. And your inner being sets up the new job as a vibrational reality. So here you are. You're appreciating the positive aspects of the job. You're appreciating that it caused you to ask for one that you like even better. And you're feeling really good about that. And so you're emotionally satisfied with the job, even as it currently is, even though you're not physically 100% satisfied with it. You see how this works? And so, again, you're feeling good about yourself, and you're thinking about the joy of that new job experience in your imagination. You can feel it with your emotions. So, again, everything is high vibration. And you're a match to the path and to the thing that you want. And so here it comes. You're drawing it in. You're reeling it in. Remember I said feeling is reeling. And you're inviting that job, and boom, there it is. Comes and takes the place of the job that you have. Now, that could be a promotion in the job situation that you're in. It could be a shift in a department. It could be the law of attraction through your inner, or the law of attraction is going to connect you with details, and your inner being may have it that you're going to work in a different location or whatever. But one way or another, you're going to have that job that you want, just like you're going to have the house that you want. So here you are, you're going through your life and your daily life, and the weeks are going by and whatnot, and you're doing all the things that I said in terms of how you're looking at things and feeling about them. And these things have come into your life now, and now you've got emotional and physical satisfaction. Now, after a little while, it could be that you want to change these things again, and it's the same process. It's just the cycle of joyous expansion. That's what we live. That's what we came for. Okay, so that's the way it all works naturally. That is the natural creative process. So you can see that if you take wanting out of it, then all of a sudden, you're taking away a part of the high vibration that's required to allow it to come into your life. If you stop wanting it, if you stop thinking about it, then as though you don't want it and you don't care about it, and you're sort of not allowing yourself to think about it, then you're missing out on a necessary part of the high vibration that allows it to come into your life. Now, we don't want to think about the details. Right? We just want to think about the experience and how it feels. If we start thinking about how we're going to get it, and we start going into make it happen mode, then we're going to go low vibration, then we're going to block the path, and we're not going to receive it. But if we just stick with the feeling of what we want, the detail of what we want, and it can be general or it could be detailed, it doesn't matter. You might just say, well, I just want a better house. I want a bigger house. Maybe that's all you have to say. It doesn't matter. You don't have to be specific about it at all. You can just know, your inner being knows what you want. You see, really, because even if you're not identifying it, your inner being knows, because it's with you all the time. And anytime you're disgruntled about something, it absolutely knows, even if you're not aware. So as you continue to feel good, you'll actually get more of the details. You'll receive them because your inner being knows what they are. So you'll get more details about what that house is. But it's enough for you just to be saying, I just want a bigger house. That would feel really nice, all that space and blah, blah, blah. So that's, again, why we want what we want. We want to feel the desire. We want to have the anticipation of receiving it. We want to have the expectation of receiving it. We want to have the knowing of receiving it. We want to feel the joy of receiving it. We want to feel all the emotions of the experience of it. And that is a big part of what allows us to draw it into our experience. That is the attraction that's going on there. So what happens is, if we try to suppress what we want, or we deny that we want, I don't want anything, I'm just going to be in a peaceful state. But here's the thing. You really can't be in a peaceful state, because here's the deal. When you're in a high vibration zone, which you're going to be at times, you're always going to, at some point in your day, you're going to wander in, even if you don't do anything that feels good or anything. It's just natural. You're going to be in a mind-wandering kind of situation in your day many times a day, and you're going to wander into a high vibration. And when you do, then your imagination is going to pick up on these things that you want. You see, you're completely connected to your vibrational reality. You cannot stop yourself from having glimpses of the things that you want, even if it's just an emotional glimpse. You cannot, because it's there, it's yours, it's on the way, and you are absolutely going to receive thoughts about it. That's a very, very natural thing. So now you have to get into denying that. If you say, well, I don't want things, now as that comes into your mind, it's like, well, no, I don't want it. See, now you're in a low vibration, and now you're blocking it. Now you're not high vibration anymore, because you're in denial and suppression are low vibrations. So it's if you hear anybody saying it's not good to want, it's not even really a conscious choice to want, quite frankly, because the wanting comes from the contrast, and then the images will come to you automatically, because anytime you're in a high vibration, you'll just get that. You see, you don't even have to try to want. You don't even have to try to think about the things that you want. It's natural that all that stuff is going to happen. It's literally automatic. That's how easy this creative process is. All you got to do is, if you have a negative feeling thought, to deconstruct that and get back into a good feeling thought. And now you're at the vibration. You've pulled your vibration down for a minute with any kind of thought that doesn't feel good. And then as you correct that thought into alignment, then you're going to be back up. See, you don't have to think of anything in particular, but you will receive thoughts. A lot of the thoughts that we see, most of the thoughts that we have are received thoughts. And you are going to receive thoughts about things that you want. So when you do, then you want to feel good, because here you are in your daily life, and if you have that idea to not want what you want, then you're looking away. You're looking at physical reality, and you're trying to I don't see vibrational reality over here. But you can't do that, because it's gonna feed into your imagination. It's the thing is it's vibrationally present. But you want it physically. The wanting is the physical presence. It's already done vibrationally. But you want to have it come into your physical experience. I mean, you enjoy it emotionally as a way to allow it to flow into your life. But you want to have that thing physical. You don't want it just to stay in a vibrational reality. You can't enjoy it in there. Not in a full sense. You can enjoy it emotionally, but you want to enjoy it physically. We came as physical beings. We have 5 senses. We want to enjoy those things on the physical plane. So we wanted to move from vibrational reality into physical. And part of that is when we do have thoughts about it, that they're good feeling thoughts. See, the thoughts about it are they're going to go into your bucket. If you're in denial, it's going to be a low vibration entry in your bucket. This is your imaginary vibrational bucket you carry around with you in the day. I just use that concept. It's kind of easy to grasp. Our vibration is within our being, but if I have this thought that you have an imaginary vibrational bucket, invisible bucket that you carry around. Every time you're thinking thoughts, they're high or low vibration, and that vibration is going into the bucket. Now, the law of attraction doesn't know the reason for the vibration in your bucket. It just knows what's in the bucket. So if the dominant energy in the bucket is high vibration, now you're a match to the things that you want and you can receive them. But if the dominant vibration is low vibration, now you're blocking the path and you can't receive. So wanting is very natural, and wanting more and more, and receiving and wanting and receiving and wanting. There's no greediness to that. The universe wants you to have everything you want and keep asking. The fundamental impulse of this universe is for joyous expansion. It cannot expand if you don't want things. It's so because that's so important to the expansion of the universe, it doesn't even give you a choice on whether you want things or not. Contrast causes you to naturally want, and your inner being sets up the expansion, and you naturally get thoughts about that expansion, those vibrational realities, and now it's just all down to you deciding to receive or not receive. That's the 1% that you got to do, people. The 99% is all done And your 1% of the job of this creative process is to find those good feeling thoughts for any reason on any topic. But whatever's in your mind, whether it's the past, about yourself, about your dreams, about other people, about relationships, about material wealth, about vocation, about your health, any of those 9 things, if they're in your mind, you want to be having a good feeling thought about them. That's it. That's the only really requirement that the universe has on you, is that whatever thoughts in your mind, you find a good feeling thought so that you're participating in joyous expansion and you're receiving everything. So you're going to feel good about it, not only now as an emotional vibrational reality, but it's in your physical world. And then you're going to naturally want to have more as you experience that over time. You're going to want things to be different. It's just very natural that happens to us. And so there's more wanting. And so you see the universe guarantees through the creative process that it's going to continue to expand, because we don't even really get to decide that. Now, here's the interesting thing is our whole life we're asking, inner being, creating in vibrational reality, creating. Now, if we decide to be low vibration our whole life and not receive much of what we got in there, it's okay. We'll get it next time. We're eternal beings. It doesn't go away. You cannot lose vibrational reality. You're just going to get it on the next time around. So take it easy, be calm, and receive everything. Hey, may as well receive it this time, a bunch of stuff this time. Why put it off, right? And then the next time you can have more stuff and you'll ask for more. So no reason to stop yourself from wanting or receiving. You actually can't stop yourself from wanting, but you can stop yourself from receiving. So you don't want to do that. Just let it flow. Let it flow. Let the gates open, floodgates open. Let it all flow in. Enjoy it. Ask for more. Keep those gates open and keep this cycle of joyous expansion going. That's what we all came for. So wanting is a natural high vibration. The imagination of the things that you want is a high vibration. And then that all goes into the bucket that allows you to receive the things that you want because you're a vibrational match to them. So a very, very important part of the creative process and joyous expansion is the wanting of your desires to come into physical reality, and it's a beautiful thing. So let yourself want it, let yourself feel it, and let yourself enjoy it and receive it. So, okay, that's the message for today. Thanks for listening in. If you have any questions, leave them on the post, and enjoy your day.